What is good? What is good? Boxing fans, boxing critics, boxing analysts. What is going on, man? This is Renee, aka Box Young. Just chilling on this Friday. I'm on my little lunch break and had to get this off my chest. You know how it is. We want to talk a little boxing, but specifically, I put the topic here: race wars in boxing. So, race wars. Yeah, man. I mean, why race wars? I'm going to break that down a little bit, and I want to talk about upcoming matches, Claressa Shields and Hammer. It's going to be awesome. If I'm not mistaken, next Saturday. Yeah. So it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be awesome to watch, fun to watch. I want to talk a little bit about Granados versus Danny Garcia, Bud Crawford, right, versus Amir Khan. So, but I want to talk a little bit about race wars in boxing. It's been on my mind for a while, man. Every time we see fights like this up and coming fight, Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs, which is going to be a pretty good matchup. I dig it. You know what I mean? But the thing is that we have a big community, and we saw it a lot. We saw it a lot with Spence. Oh yeah, just to let you know, the reason why I go live is I try to go live more just for the fact that maybe not more, but when I make a video, I want to kind of go live because for the time it's more efficient, it's direct, it's right on the point. It takes more time to make videos like I have been in my other videos. So going back to Spence and Mikey, we saw this really relevant with Mikey versus Spence, where Mikey was favored a lot by the Latin community, which is great. I'm Latin, I'm Mexican, I'm 100%, baby. I live in Mexico. I always put that in social media, YouTube comments, and other channels, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to when this topic is discussed, when it comes to Deontay's Boxing Nation, shouts out to him. I mean, he touches upon this quite often, because he put a video recently, excuse me, on Nacho Beristain, and I made a video about this. Go to my channel. I made a video about this. It's called Mexico's Perspective on Canelo, and that talks about not just Nacho, but how people who know Mexicans who were boxers, who know boxing really well. You know what I'm saying? They say the same thing. I mean, that how Nacho said that Canelo he needs to be challenged more. He didn't say in those words, but he's not all that. You know what I'm saying? He's an excellent boxer in my personal opinion. I made videos about this, man. I mean, go check that out. Mexico's Perspective on Canelo. I talk about that. How Canelo, go to that video and you'll see. But anyways, and Deontay's Boxing Nation was, emphasizing that fact that, it's not about, he was getting hagged on. He was getting attacked by the Latin community saying, oh, you're just saying that because you're racist and this and that. I mean, it's not about race. That's what I'm saying. I consider myself, I'm a boxing fan, right? I'm an analyst. I analyze a sport, you know what I'm saying? I watch it from an unbiased point of view. I'm Mexican, like I said, but that doesn't mean I'm going for Canelo when against Jacobs. I'm going for Jacobs, man. And touching up upon Spence a little bit more. I look at skills, I don't really care the race. Awesome. No, but I mean, that's real shallow. I mean, a lot of people go for a certain fighter just because they're a certain race. I mean, that's really shallow, man. I mean, you got to look at their skill set. You got to look at what they're bringing to the table. You got to look at their experience. How many fights do they have? What's their style, et cetera, et cetera. Boxing, I mean, it's a sport. It's not a race war. You see what I'm saying? And it's nice to, it's good to go for a boxer who is your certain race. I mean, that's great. I personally just go for who seems to have more skills. You know what I mean? Like, for example, let's get back to this. Spence versus Mikey. Excuse me. I just ate, man. I just drank some cold soda, and I drank it with a cold soda, and I mixed it with hot menudo, man. I was eating menudo. All you Latins know out there what menudo is. You know what I'm saying? So we eat Mexican food here, baby. We eat it up. So, yeah, my throat's kind of. Anyways, so a lot of people were going for Mikey. A lot of people, because it's Texas. We all know that they fought in Texas, right? Cowboy Arena and stuff like that, stadium. So a lot of Mexicans are up in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of African Americans too. So of the community. So I'm saying, you know, a lot of people are going for Mikey Garcia. Why? Just because, okay, Sugar Ray, I mean, oh, hey, he's African-American too, but he was going for Mikey, which is cool, you know what I mean? But it was a really, the reason why Sugar Ray was going for, I think it was Sugar Ray, right? He said, oh, he was asked who's going to win, Spence or Mikey? Mikey, because he's Mikey. That was a really bad, that was not the right answer at all. Then he went on Twitter and said, hey, no, I didn't mean that. I took it out of context. I mean, no, hey, dude, I could trying to cover it up. But anyway, you know, that was cool though. He was going for Mikey, and he's the African American. He obviously doesn't let race, influence him, I guess, you know. But a lot of people are going. Santa Cruz are going for Mikey. Modest, if I'm not mistaken, going for Mikey. Canelo is going for Mikey. I mean, a lot of the whole Latin community, which is cool because he's Latin. Okay, but when you look at it from a analytic point of view, I mean, I went live and analyzed it. I honestly thought, and I admit it, I thought Mikey was going to win if it was going to go to 12 rounds because of his skill set. You know what I mean? And that, as many, the majority, I would say, thought Spence was going to just annihilate him and knock him out. It didn't happen though, but Spence did, I mean, give an amazing execution of skill in boxing. Oh my gosh, he gave Mikey a lesson. He whooped him. It was just like Canelo versus Mayweather. Same thing we saw that years ago. Canelo versus Mayweather. The whole Mexican community was going for Canelo. I was going for Mayweather because the skill's right there, man. I mean, the skill says it all, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of thought it was really good. It was going to be a close fight. But wow, were many proven wrong. I include myself. So the reason why I'm saying this is that we shouldn't let race, you know, influence us when we're going to see a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the skill sets, man. Speak facts, you know, and a lot of, that's the thing. Like, we're seeing this, another thing here. I personally think that, you know, like Golden Boy, if I'm not mistaken, they're mostly, I mean, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? Boxers, I mean, it's cool. There are some, you know, African-American or other races, but you just see a lot of Hispanics. But I'm not getting into that. But what I'm saying is this. Ryan Garcia, for example, excuse me, Ryan Garcia, he's being hyped up a lot. I mean, he's a prospect. I mean, he's coming up. He's doing it well. I mean, it's great. He's getting a lot of clout. He's getting a lot of popularity and fame, you know what I'm saying, which is great. You know, big ups to him. Shouts out to Ryan Garcia. I like his skill. Yeah, he brings skills, but he's still a little bit timid. I see he still needs to work on a lot of stuff. But I'm not going to get into that much. But what I want to get into is this, that Ryan Garcia, just watch, mark my words, he's going to be just as famous or maybe even more famous than Canelo in the future in boxing. Just watch. Just wait and watch. You know, because why? Why is he getting so famous and popular? Because one, because he's Latin American. You know what I'm saying? He's a Chicano kid. I mean, he was born in the state. I don't even think he speaks Spanish, man. I mean, he represents Mexico, I guess, to a certain extent, but you know, because of his heritage. I mean, we understand that, we respect that. But he can't even he can't even speak Spanish, man. This young blood. So, I mean, you know, but because of the fact that he's Latin American, Chicano, whatever you want to call it, he has a lot of fan base, a whole lot. Another point is this, is because he's good looking, he's handsome. No, I'm not homosexual, right? I mean, you just gotta admit the facts. He's a handsome boy. And when you go to his Instagram, he just puts a lot of photos of him modeling. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, modeling photos. And because of that, and we see the same thing with Anthony Joshua. I mean, yeah, I consider Anthony Joshua a paper champ. It may be, you know, I think he's a paper champ. He didn't fight Tyson Fury, hasn't fought Luis Ortiz, hasn't fought, obviously, Deontay Wilder, hasn't fought the best of the best in the division. So, I mean, you're a paper champ, man. But he has a lot of followers. Go to Instagram, go to his Twitter. I mean, most of his followers and people who comment are girls who like how he looks and casual fans who love him because of patriotic purposes, because most of his fans are from the UK. I mean, point blank, period. Just like Brother Blue Blood says, shouts out to Blue Blood. But you know what I'm saying? So Ryan Garcia, a lot of his fans are the same thing as girls, young girls, teenage girls. I don't know nothing about boxing. Just he's good looking and modeling. Wow, they love him. So another reason why Ryan Garcia is so popular is because you know, because he's Latin American. I mean, he's a Chicano, he's a you know, Hispanic. So those are the two main reasons, man, where I see Ryan Garcia is getting popular. He's blowing up. You know, he has some skills. I mean, yeah, I can't deny that. I mean, I like his speed. Whoa, that dude got some speed. you know, and he goes crazy. I mean, he goes crazy in the ring. Well, he's skilled. I mean, he does it in the right fashion to a certain extent. But then he goes to the flurries. He gets some. It seems like he gets kind of emotional, and so that hype, you know what I'm saying? It creates sometimes race wars and divisions in boxing. I guess some people may see it as cool, as fun. It's part of the sport. It makes it more exciting and more interesting and entertaining. But I don't see it like that. You know what I'm saying? I see it as, look at the skill set. I can care less with the races. I can care less. So, for example, if Ryan Garcia were to fight Gervonta Davis, his boss, Oscar De La Hoya, said the same thing. He was interviewed months ago. Remember? Now, you guys remember? I don't remember what channel. I don't know. But you know, he was asked if he was going to fight, what he would think with Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and Oscar answered, right? Oh, he's not ready. Ryan's not ready. Tank's a beast, you know. So his own boss said it, man. So like, but Ryan Garcia's flaunting like he wants it. He wants to bring it on. Blah blah blah. They were going to spar months ago. Remember that in California, if I'm not mistaken. And what I'm sure. Golden Boy comes to the rescue, right? They didn't admit it, but I'm almost positive that happened. But anyways, if they were to fight, okay, that's what I'm getting to. If Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis were gonna fight, I would go 100% for Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, race is not going to influence me at all. But watch this. If they were to fight, okay. Oh, mark my words. Also, I don't think they're gonna fight until 2022. All right. That fight ain't coming soon. I can assure you that, man. They're gonna hype it all up like they want. Ryan Garcia is gonna keep running his mouth off, saying "Bring it on," getting emotional after a fight, and then in the media, on paper, you know, on television, "Bring it on, Dick Tank. I'm ready for you." Blah blah blah. Whatever. It's gonna happen in a couple years. We're not gonna see it next year, guys. Oh, we hope it happens, but you know, that's La La Land, guys. The business of boxing is a whole nother thing. So, you know, or I can even say what fans want and what the business of boxing is as a whole. They're two different worlds. Anyways, excuse me. I'm sorry. So if they were to fight, Ryan Garcia would get he's going to get, if they do fight, or when they fight, I guess, he's going to get a whole lot of people following him. Why? Because he's Latin American, because he's good looking, because he's young, he looks good. And, you know, but it's not really because of his boxing, you know what I'm saying? Like his skill. And I mean, it's not really for that, you see? And that's what happened with Mikey Garcia. Many people were going for a lot of people were rooting for Mikey Garcia. And I even think I said it in my last video when I did a prediction on, you know, where I put Mikey Garcia may win Spence. You know, it was like the week of the fight. And I think I said it in that. If I didn't, I for sure did in Instagram and his posts, in Mikey Garcia's posts. I put, you know, Mikey's just letting it go to his head. You know what I'm saying? He's letting it go to his head, and it's not like, you know, he was just running it off. He was running his mouth off. But anyway, a lot of people were going for Mikey Garcia, you know what I'm saying, because of his race. But what happened? Whoa. Spence took him out. And I was personally going for Spence. I mean, I was going for Spence, but I was thinking it was kind of going to be a close fight. But, man, was the world proven wrong? Wow. But anyway, so if Ryan were to fight Gervonta, Ryan would get a whole huge fan base, not because of necessarily his boxing skills, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Mikey Garcia, he had a big, huge fan base. I mean, maybe it could have been because of his boxing skills, but it was mostly because, you know, he's Mexican or he's Chicano, whatever you guys want to call it, man. He's Hispanic. I think Mikey was born over there too. I don't even think he has, but obviously his heritage is Mexican. You know what I'm saying? South American. But if I'm not mistaken, his dad was born over there, and then he came over here, and then you know, awesome story, Mikey Garcia. But but you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That we shouldn't let race influence us in our decision making when it comes to who we're rooting for, who we are going for in a fight. You know what I'm saying? In a boxing match. So we can go again. We can go with a scenario with Gervonta Tank Davis, which I don't think is going to happen, but it might. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. Thank you. I just got into my head. Leo Santa Cruz. You know, same thing. Most of the Mexicans are going to go for, you know, Latin community, which is fine, whatever, but are going to go for Leo Santa Cruz. I personally would go for Gervonta Tank Davis because I see Gervonta Tank Davis more skilled, more powerful. He's not maybe that. He's quite fast, actually. Gervonta's fast. But I just see Gervonta Tank Davis better. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would take it as me being racist or me being, just by hearing my voice, maybe it's not, you probably don't think I'm a Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Or so maybe you sound like a white, you know, American. I'm not sure, dude. I don't know. Whatever. But you know, if people didn't know I'm from Mexico and I live here and I'm 100% baby full-blooded, if they didn't know that, they would probably think, oh, you're a racist, you're this and that. You know what I'm saying? No, not at all. I look at boxing skills, I look at talent, you know what I'm saying? I look at ringmanship, I look at, you know what I'm saying, all those things, attributes. Race is last. That's the last thing that I see. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Get back a little bit to Canelo. Like, you know, he's super, you know what I'm saying? I mean, famous, and he's at the top right now. And I think a lot of it has to do with that. His race, when he started, check this out. When he was about 8 years ago, when he started fighting Angulo, that's when he fought Angulo. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't even know if you guys know who Angulo is, right? But a lot of you guys who follow boxing, who've been following it for years, you know who it is. When he fought Angulo, a lot of people didn't see this. Check this out. Check this out. I'm going to drop some knowledge right now. All right. On that fight night, when Canelo wasted Angulo, and I knew, I didn't have a boxing channel. I mean, I just started this up not long ago, about a year ago. I don't know. When Canelo fought Angulo, I knew that was a complete mismatch. I knew that Canelo was going to stomp him down, and that's what he did. He just wasted Angulo. It was a mismatch, total mismatch. And it was around the time where he fought Lara and I think Trout too. I mean, a very controversial win by Canelo against Lara as Cotto, as with the first fight with Triple G. I can go on, but anyways, what I'm saying is this. Oh yeah, he fought an old, out of prime Modi also. But the reason why I'm saying all this is this. Canelo got a lot of fame at the beginning when he was getting up in the pros, when he had like 20 fights or something. It's because he's Mexican, man. I mean, a lot of it is because he's Mexican. Just like Ryan Garcia, we're seeing the same pattern. We're seeing the same characteristics of hyping up. You know what I'm saying? With Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, he knows what he's doing, you guys. Why? Because he was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to analyze these things, guys. I'm an analyst of the sport. I look at it. I analyze it. I check it out. I look at patterns. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, same thing. He was really good looking. Right now, well, I don't know, okay? No comment on that one. He's older, you know, whatever. But like I said, I'm not a homosexual. A lot of people misinterpret things, man, whatever. He was really good. You know, he was a nice-looking guy when he was younger, when he was a boxer. Nice-looking guy. He was Chicano, Mexican-American, whatever you want to call it. I don't even think he was born in Mexico. So Chicano guy, Latin American guy, right? You know, at that age, girls were flocking around him. A lot of his popularity was because of, you know, oh, he was a good fighter, though, too. I mean, I cannot deny that one. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. But a lot because he was good looking, handsome, you know, Latin, Chicano guy. A lot of girls like that. A lot of guys, you know, Mexican community already stuck to him just for the fact that he's, you know, representing Mexico. So same pattern, guys. Same pattern we saw with Oscar. Now he is the head of Golden Boy Promotions. Same thing we saw with Canelo. He got a lot of fame, man, starting like that. Good-looking young boy. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, baby face. You know, I mean, Oscar knows this stuff, guys. This is business, man. I mean, you guys got to study business. I'm saying I'm not a big business guy, but I mean, you know the base. You know what business is. They have to sell. You know, why do you think? Okay, why do you think all these advertisements on TV, they have beautiful women or what have you? They have handsome men, strong men, muscular men, beautiful model girls who are promoting potato chips. I mean, why do they do that? It's because it gains attention. It gains a lot of eyes. You know, eyes stick to that. So eyeballs stick to that. So same thing in boxing, man. I mean, Oscar knows it. You know, these head business guys, these tycoons know these things, man. So getting back to that, Canelo, he got that fame, a lot of fame by that. babyface looking, handsome looking, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? And his skill grew, you know, through time. And what happened, check this out. He got so famous, he got so successful. And I'm in Mexico. Check this out, man. Check this out, y'all. Oh yeah, I'm getting back to I'm getting back to that Angelo fight. When he smashed Angelo, like the crowd kind of noticed that it was a big mismatch and saying, why did you even fight Angelo, man? I mean, and y'all didn't see it. A lot of people didn't see it and didn't even pay attention to it. After that fight, beer and cups were being thrown at Canelo when he was walking out of the ring. When he was going to his locker room, beer cans were being thrown at him, man. I mean, y'all didn't see that. I'm sure a lot of didn't see that. And I'm in Mexico. I was watching the Mexican channel from obviously Mexican Broadcasting Network, and they showed that, man. And I was like, whoa, did you see that? I went to, you know, a friend at work who loves boxing and watches it. He said the same. He's like, hey, did you see that, man? Yeah, they were booing him out. And I was saying, that's why, because it was a big mismatch. I mean, they don't credit that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So same thing is happening with Ryan Garcia. Same thing happened with, and oh yeah, getting back to what I'm saying. So what happened after he got so much fame, so much clout, success, et cetera, et cetera, Canelo let it go to his head and he started calling out Mayweather. I mean, his speech, Canelo's speech just totally changed. It totally changed when he started getting that clout, man. He started calling out Canelo, and I'm sorry, Canelo started calling out Mayweather, and then it got to a point when it was close to the Mayweather fight, when the fight was official. They were just running. Canelo team were running their mouths off, man. His coach, I think, I don't know, man. One of his team members, they were saying, yeah, a new Ray is born, a new king is born. And I mean, I was like, what? A new king is here, or whatever. I was like, dude, this Canelo guy is really running his mouth. He wasn't like that before. Y'all don't know. I mean, y'all don't know. I mean, in Mexico, man, I gotta tell you something about the culture of Mexico. A lot of people here are humble, man. Like, they don't think of them too much. You know what I'm saying? They're real humble, down to earth, awesome. That's the culture here, man. Most of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't. I mean, they're down to earth. You know what I'm saying? They're not prideful. I mean, obviously that we do have people like that. It's just like anywhere, but a lot of it, the cultures, the towns here, and Canelo, if I'm not mistaken, is from a little town, I guess. I don't really remember where he's from, but he's from Guadalajara, man, around those areas, but comes from a humble background. You know what I'm saying? He was real humble. After every fight, he didn't even talk in Spanish, right? People saying he probably does talk. I'm sorry. He don't even talk English, really. Some people say he knows it, but doesn't in public, whatever. I don't know, but he's Mexican 100%, man. And every time he fights, and when he was younger too, always in Spanish. After every post fight, very humble. He would say, you know, it was a great fight, amazing opponent. He would always, you know, speak like that. You know, always humble, always. But then when it got to Mayweather, he was just blabbing his mouth off, and I kind of got disinterested in Canelo after that. I was like, dude, you're just got to your head. Same thing happened with Michael Garcia with Spence, just blabbing his mouth off, dude, saying this and that, and boy, they got schooled. But respects to them, though. But so that's what I'm saying, you know. And the reason why I say all this is because this is what causes race wars. You know what I'm saying? This is what causes race wars in boxing. You know, a Mexican, a Latin American guy comes up in boxing. He's apparently all that, you know what I mean? Getting super hyped up, has a big fan base, up and coming prospect. And then we have an African American dude, you know what I'm saying? Amazing boxer, amazing skills, undefeated, what have you, whatever, right? Both are undefeated from both sides, you know. And then a lot of Mexican fans, they're just automatically going to go for the Latin boxer because he's Latin. That's it. Because he speaks Spanish. That's it. You know what I mean? No, I don't do that. I can't do that because I don't let race influence me, my decisions when it comes to the sport of boxing. I got to be straight up. I'm a big fan of LDBC. LDBC consists of mostly, they're all African American. Marlo's Corner, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all. I think I'm the only one. Oh man, I think I'm the only one who represents Mexico, you know what I'm saying, in the LDBC chats. I'm not an LDBC, I'm just saying in the chats, you know what I'm saying? BB, you know, Blue Blood, Ego, you know, Boxing Ego, he knows what's up. He sees me all the time. I go on them chats and say, shots out from Mexico. Mexico. I always say that. Shouts out from Mexico, baby. We live at 100% down here, you know, and I'm living well. God bless. God is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm living well. I'm blessed. So, hey, and just to get you guys straight here, Mexico ain't about. I mean, yeah, there are lots of ranches, but you don't have people walking around on horses. I mean, Mexico's urban, man. A lot of Mexico's urban and modern, all right? Just in case y'all haven't been down here. Anyways, so, you know, I don't let race influence me at all. And unfortunately, we have that a lot in boxing. But, you know, I just look at the skills, you know what I'm saying? I just look at the skills. There was another channel, I'm not even going to say the name, you know what I'm saying? It's all due respect to the channels. There was another channel who were saying, you know, they were, you know, they made a couple videos on Mikey Garcia before he fought Spence. And you know, just by hearing the accent, I'm sure this dude's Latin, you know what I'm saying? All due respect, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say the name of the channel. But this guy was going for Mikey, saying all the points, the reasons why he would win. And he was pretty much saying, in other words, Mikey's going to win. And, you know, I'm sorry, dude. Mikey got his butt whipped, you know. I kind of thought I thought Mikey was going to win, but I wasn't going for him, you know what I'm saying? But I was leaning more towards Spence. Actually, my analysis was 60-40, you know, and my analysis was, you know, a lot more that Spence was going to waste Mikey, but not boxing him out. No way. He really shocked the world. That's awesome. But that channel, you know what I'm saying, they was going all over Mikey, you know what I'm saying he was going to reason why he's going to win. He even, you know, argued with other people online, you know, they're on YouTube and his lives. I mean, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Respect to all the boxing channels, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, this guy claims to be unbiased too, and I don't know, dude. I don't know. But, you know, Mikey got his behind whooped, dude. I mean, that was awesome. Schooled. I mean, not awesome that he, you know, awesome that, I mean, that was an awesome night spent. So, I mean, that was cool. So, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, I don't let race because I'm Mexican, because I'm Latin. I'm not letting that influence me. Heck no. Heck no. Okay. So, you know, I want to get that out of my chest, man. I've been wanting to do that for months, you know what I'm saying? And going back to that, you know, go to my video, Mexico's perspective on Canelo, all right? Lupe, another boxer from back in the day, Lupe, I think, Guadalupe, I forgot his name, but I got it right there in that video. Go check it out. He even said it. I even quoted what he said, a phrase he said about Canelo, and you got to go check it out, man. So he's not, that's what I'm saying. Nacho, the coach, legendary coach, Beristain, you know, this boxer that I mentioned right now that's in my video that I quoted, right? The picture is in there in that video, thumbnail, if I'm not mistaken. They don't let race influence them. They let talent and skill and truth influence them. You see what I'm saying? We're in a generation where, unfortunately, we are in a generation where everyone gets offended by anything. This is a weak generation, man. Grow up, man up, you guys. I mean, face facts. This generation is a generation where you tell them the truth, they think you're hating. No, it's telling the truth in your face, and that's it. Sorry. I mean, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect, you know, people get offended and just, you know, grow up, man. Grow up. It's not hating. It's telling the truth. Sorry. All right. I just got to get it out of my chest, you know. Anyways, so I want to talk a little bit about also, while we're at this, I got that race wars and boxing on my chest, you know what I'm saying? And I might retitle this video too, but, you know, I want to talk about other things. Like, for example, I want to talk about Bud Crawford and Amir Khan. You know, apparently I don't see too much word going around on this fight. You know, it's a pay-per-view fight. Lots of channels talked about it, are talking about it right now. And, you know, there's a big reason why. It's because Crawford's in with Bob, man. I mean, when he re-signed that contract, I think he renewed his contract recently, a couple years ago. I don't remember. Bud Crawford with Top Rank. And I was thinking, what are you doing, dude? Go independent, man. What are you doing? And now he just got, you know what I'm saying? Now he just got, you know, Top Rank getting sued, and there's a lawsuit with Bud Crawford's former promotion where he was signed to. And I mean, dude, he's just in a big trap. And then there's a recent video on Bud complaining on why he isn't, you know, being accredited to his history and fighters, and, you know, why he's not getting, you know, respected. And, you know, he's with Top Rank. Anyways, man, I don't want to get to it. But we all know that he's going to box He's gonna knock out Amir Khan, man. I mean, I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about this fight, you guys. I mean, but I mean, all respect. But the reason why I want to bring this up a little bit is because I'm more interested in watching Danny Garcia and Adrian Granados. If I'm not mistaken, it's on the same night. So, you know, I think Danny Garcia, that's going to be a cool fight because Adrian Granados is an aggressive guy. It's going to kind of bring me to the kind of like a Porter versus Danny Garcia. Even though Porter did fight Danny Garcia quite clean, really clean and nice boxing skills he put forth. He wasn't tackling Danny. He wasn't rushing him like he always, like Porter's reputation of boxing is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I see it kind of like, you know, Adrian Granados, like an aggressive Porter fighting Danny Garcia. You know, it's going to be a cool fight. I think I'm going to watch the Garcia fight over the Bud Crawford fight because, you know, we all know what's going to happen, guys. Amir's going to get out. You know, that's it. Amir, go retire. I mean, I said this also on social media some time ago. Amir, go retire. Go. We want to see you anymore, man. I mean, all due respect, bro. Go. Just go. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about that. Danny Garcia, it's going to be a great cool fight night. 2-1, I guess. You know, you can watch it and stream it. I don't know what you guys are going to do, but, you know, I'm more interested in watching Shakur Stevenson and forgot his name, dude. It just went out of my head. Lopez, man, that youngster. Teofimo, yep. Teofimo Lopez, man. I mean, I'm more interested in watching their fights than Bud. I'm actually going to watch oh, did you know that here in Mexico we get free pay-per-view fights? How? I think I'm saying too much. Yeah, man, we get pay-per-view fights down here free, dude, because they air here, and because we're in Mexico, they air on TV. Yeah, I don't think I'm saying too much right there. Interesting, huh? Inside scoops, but I'm not saying too much. I mean, it's true. I mean, everyone knows here in Mexico. But anyways, so yeah, dude, I want to watch. You know, I think I'm gonna watch Teofimo and then Shakur, but I'm not gonna watch Bud, and I want to jump over to Danny. You know, it's gonna be cool. So yeah, we see, you know, Teofimo Lopez rising up, Shakur rising up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be awesome. The future is great, guys. The future of boxing looks great, but the only thing that is we can call kryptonite to this whole future of boxing is great concept I'm bringing is that the business of boxing, man. I mean, the business of boxing is bad to a certain extent for fans, because we're not going to see always the best fight the best. We're going to see mostly the best fight the under par and these cheap mandatories. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that much, but so yeah, anyways, I want to talk about also, you guys, about Claressa Shields versus a Hammer. Shields has been down once, right? I think by Gabriel, I think her name was, some time ago, last year, I think. But I see Claressa Shields winning. You know, I think they're going to probably go to 12 rounds because Hammer's pretty tough. She's been down 2 also, if I'm not mistaken. But Claressa Shields is, I wanted to mention this. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring this up. It just came to mind. These are the reasons why I think Claressa Shields is going to win, all right? She has that dog in her, man. She has more of that aggressive dog, eat dog mentality and warrior heart. Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's the only reason why, but she's fast. She's faster than Hammer. I see her faster than Hammer. I see her more aggressive as Hammer. Maybe not as powerful. Maybe the power of both is probably similar. I don't see power over one's person. I don't see Hammer's power over Claressa's, nor vice versa. I think their power is on the same level. But I see Claressa Shields a lot faster. She's quick, man. She's quick. And, you know, she's smart in the ring. She's really smart. And the only thing here, though, is that Hammer counters with several punch combos. You know, she counters well with, but the thing is she's not that fast. So what happens is what I think is going to happen is that Claressa Shields is just going to be quicker than Hammer. When Hammer wants to, you know, counter, I think Claressa might get out of the way or take, block a couple punches and just go right back at her with her quick speed combos. Claressa Shields doing that. That's what I think. That's what I think Claressa Shields is going to be doing throughout the night, guys. And that may outwork Hammer, and maybe going to a knockdown because she'll be outworked. Hammer will be outworked, but it'll probably go. Or I don't know. It's a 10-round fight if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that. I think it's a 10-round fight. Yeah, in women's boxing in this fight. So I think it's a 10-round fight. Anyways, I think they'll probably go to 12 rounds, 10 rounds. Sorry, they'll probably go to their 10 rounds and Claressa winning by decision. But that's how I see this playing out. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Hammer as fast as Claressa Shields and that dog in her. Let me give you a little story, all right? This happened recently on Instagram, and it's all love, you know what I'm saying? I followed Claressa Shields. Oh, excuse me, stretching a little bit. I'm about to go back to work in a moment, man. Down here in Mexico, man, we have half days. We work, most people, unless it's in an American company. I work in a language school. So in the first half of the morning, I work like 3-4 hours, something like that, 3 hours. And then in the afternoon, I work 5 hours. So it's like there's break, a 2-hour lunch break. It's a trip. Anyways, all you guys in America can see how it is. It's a little different down here. Way different. So anyways, yeah, let me get back to the story. It's funny because on Instagram, I have 2 videos where Gervonta Tank Davis revealed to me about Adrian Broner's fake $50 million deal with Adrian Broner's another topic, man. Anyways, so yeah, man, he told me, and go check my video out. It's in my channel. And also recently, Tony Harrison answered me over the rematch with Charlo a few months ago. I got another video on that. The reason why I say that is because it seems like boxers. Oh yeah, the Grandy twins, his pops. You know, saying actually on Facebook, I'm doing an interview with them. I'm doing an interview with them. Through Skype or something. I haven't gotten around to it, man. I'm busy, but I would like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Also, oh yeah, hey, shouts out to Ennis Boots. Yeah, Jerome Ennis, man. He also answered me, man, to direct message him on Instagram to interview him also. I would love to do this, man, but that's the time, man. The time will come. But yeah. But the reason why I say this is because thank God, man, I got that, they've been answering me. These boxers answer me sometimes. And I went on Claressa Shields' Instagram live feed, one of her live feeds she was doing. She was watching a boxing match. And she was going for one of the boxers, and there weren't many people live with her. I don't see many people recently. I don't really see much people going live with Claressa Shields. Her fame ain't that high, She has fame, obviously, but it's because women boxing in general, guys, it's not that high. You know what I'm saying? And popularity and stuff. It's growing though. They deserve more, man. These women deserve a lot more fame. You know what I'm saying? And reception. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. There weren't many people, there. I think there was 20, 19, I don't know. And she was watching a fight, and she was going for that fighter, and boxer. And it was a woman match. And I don't know, someone had a low blow or something. And then, the referee parted them up, and then they were going to touch hands. They were going to touch gloves. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, sorry, man. It's good sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? And then Claressa Shields said, don't touch hands. Go fight her. Go beat her up. She was like, that's what I'm saying, man. Claressa Shields has that dog in her. That's my point, guys. But I want to correlate this story with it. This was recently, a couple weeks ago, man. And she's all, don't touch glove. Come on, whip her, beep beep. Whatever. Whip her behind. And I don't curse, man. I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Respect. And then she was like, go beat her behind. And I posted there, in the live chat. I said, hey man, it's good. She's showing good sportsmanship. And man, Claressa Shields ate me up. She ate me up. She said, get the beep off my page. What are you talking about good sportsmanship? Get the F off my page. Why are you listening to me? Get out of here then. And she was eating me up. Much love to Claressa Shields, man. But, it's just that dog in her. I don't take offensive. I mean, that's just her. That's a dog in her, man. So that's what I'm saying. Claressa Shields, man, that aggressiveness that I don't see Hammer having. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Claressa has that hood in her, man. She got that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Claressa, that's another reason why I think that tenacity, man, that aggressiveness. So I think that's gonna play a huge part, you know what I'm saying, in this fight with Claressa Shields versus Hammer. I don't see Hammer having that, man. I mean, Hammer is an excellent fighter, and the cool thing is they're both undefeated. It's gonna be an awesome fight. According to Claressa, you know what I'm saying, Hammer hasn't had tough opponents. We'll see, man, but I just think Claressa has a lot of, you know, better pedigree in her background. You know what I'm saying? Amazing pedigree, Olympian. You know what I'm saying? I just see. If I'm not mistaken, she said when you know Showtime, kind of like a face off. They were sitting on the sofa and kind of like face off, whatever, and kind of like what Spence and Mikey Garcia did, right? Face to face, right? And there was someone asking questions, a monitor asking questions, and then they would answer each other, looking at each other. And I think in that episode, Claressa Shields said that she had, like, if I'm not mistaken, someone correct me, 77 amateur fights and 1 loss. I think that was her saying that, Claressa Shields. That's crazy, man. That's really, really good. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I think her pedigree is a lot better. She's faster, more aggressive. I don't think stronger, but I think that's going to play a big role. Speed and aggressiveness. Yeah. I mean, I think Claressa Shields is going to win well. Hammer's great, but I just don't see her as fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't see her as, you know, that aggressiveness in her, man. I mean, Claressa Shields is the type. And the thing is when she got knocked down by Gabriel, I think that's her last name, Gabriel or something. When she got knocked down, that didn't hurt her. That's the thing. That was a knockdown of just surprise. Boom. You know, it was one of, I think Claressa Shields was given like a combo at that moment, and she just got hit. Boom. She just got touched and surprised. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when Lomachenko got knocked down. You know, I think he's a little too hyped up, Lomachenko, by Top Rank. Top Rank is excellent at hyping dudes up. But anyway, but I'm not saying that Shakur and Teofimo Lopez are hyped up. They're on Top Rank because they're good, though. They're good, and they're prospect, you know what I'm saying? But they're prospects. So, but anyway, so I'm getting back to that. It was kind of like a knockdown that when Lomachenko got knocked down. I forgot who it was against. Linares, I think. He got knocked down. Someone correct me if that wasn't Linares. I don't know. But I don't remember. It was a while ago. He got knocked down. It was like more of a stunned, like a surprised knockdown. You know, doing your combos and boom, you got touched. You're going down. But it wasn't like a, oh, I'm hurt knockdown. You know what I'm saying? That's how Claressa Shields got knocked down. She got right back up, back in the game. She was back in the game. You know, and I think Gabriel tried to follow up, and it really didn't do an effect. I mean, you know, so that's what I'm saying, that, you know, maybe people can argue that Clarissa's been down, but it wasn't a hurt down. She's been down, but not hurt. She got back at the game and did a lot better. So, you know, just kept back at it. So that's my analysis on that, man. I think I got more to say, but I think I'm pretty much done. Yeah, man. Shouts out to everybody. I want to keep doing these lives and just speaking my mind. So try not to let race influence you in boxing, guys. Look at it. Look at what's set down on the table. You know, look at what boxers bring to the table and judge by that. Don't judge by their, I mean, that's my advice I can give y'all. I don't know. You know, don't judge by their race. That's shallow, man. I think that's kind of shallow. So, let me top it up. Let me finish with this. I think Canelo's going to win this fight because he's just strong, man. That's a thing where I think that's a big factor that's going to win this fight for Canelo against Jacobs, man. I love Jacobs. I'm going for Jacobs, but I just don't see Jacobs winning. I don't see Jacobs much in his prime as he was before. Had Jacobs fought Canelo after Jacobs fought Triple G, then that would have been, I think, Jacobs would have had a good chance, a higher chance of beating Canelo. I'm rooting for Jacobs, though. I just don't see, you know, Jacobs has been down, guys. You know, I don't remember how long ago it was, but he's been down, man. Obviously by Triple G once, but he's been down, man. I mean, so you know, Jacobs' power, man, is another deal. I'm sorry, Canelo's power he has some power in his hits. You know what I'm saying? Even though Canelo didn't knock down Mosley, or Cotto, if I'm not mistaken. No way. And Mosley, I mean, he was way out of his prime when he fought Canelo. I mean, yeah, dude. But anyways, you know, he didn't knock Mosley down, and Mosley, man, he was just getting punched all night long. Ouch. How did he take those punches? Wow, Mosley is strong. But yeah, man, I see Canelo winning, you guys. But I really want Jacobs to win, but I just don't see Jacobs as much as in his prime as he was before. You know, I kind of see him over the hill, you know, and that's kind of why I think, this is in my humble opinion, this is kind of why I think Canelo and Golden Boy team, you know, Canelo's team, Oscar, obviously. I think that's why they chose this fight, man, because I think that they Ship's recent couple fights and they see him over the hill. I mean, I'm honest, you guys. I'm trying to be honest here. And I think that's what a lot of Canelo's opponents, so that's what the team looks for. They look for disadvantages, you guys. I mean, that's another reason why I think, yeah, that's why I say you gotta go watch my video on Mexico's perspective on boxing. I mean, I explain it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's another reason why I see Canelo winning, because Canelo's in his prime, 100%, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see Canelo fight, you know, Billy Joe Saunders, man. Billy Joe Saunders is an excellent boxer. And I see, you know, Canelo having problems with someone who can box, like Lara, right? Like Lara, like that controversial decision of against Lara, controversial decision against Cotto. Cotto was aggressive boxing him. You know, it was a really controversial fight. Big controversial decision in the draw. You know, that judge who, oh man, oh, I don't want to even dig that. I don't want to dig this up from the grave again. The draw, a decision, you know, had in their scorecards a draw when Canelo fought Mayweather. Oh my, I don't want to dig that up again. I mean, come on, are you serious? No. You know, boxing nowadays, guys, it ain't what it used to be, man. I mean, I'm sorry. A lot of business and stuff that shouldn't be happening in boxing, but whatever. So yeah, I think Canelo's gonna win, but I'm going for Jacobs, man. I like Jacobs, but he has an amazing backstory too. You know, he survived a survivor of cancer. Awesome, man. He's a big encouragement for me, and you know, for me as a you know, as a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because I really like his attitude. I like his persona. And his story is awesome. I remember some time ago, I got sick. I went to the hospital, and I thought about Jacobs, how strong, how it must have been. And I was just a sickness. What was it, vertigo? Vertigo hit me or something, dehydration or something. I don't remember. Went to the hospital, recovered quickly, but even though I had to stay there for hours overnight. You know, I thought of Jacobs. I was like, man, Jacobs is a tough guy. He survived cancer. Wow. So, I mean, you know, you got a big ups to that. You know, my big ups to Jacobs. Shouts out from Mexico. You know, I'm going for you, Jacobs. But, you know, I just kind of see Canelo stronger, guys. But if Jacobs wins, oh, awesome. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? It shows him because he's a little over the hill. So that's it, man. Renee, a.k.a. Box Young. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like, etc., etc. We out. Peace.